I'm just going to go through and talk a little bit about how to look at a garden catalog, because it can be very overwhelming, and then you see beautiful things like that, and you can be duped and tricked pretty easy into things that aren't going to thrive well in our area. Let's see, these are all, like, this looks really cool. This is like a container tomato that is very prolific. And so you get the your 55 to 60 days after the first bloom is when you're going to get a little tomato, and a lot of times it's double that. So anyway, see those things right there, that catches your eye. Those are coneflowers or echinacea. And so you can buy one plant. I always like to read it. So it's perennial. You have to make sure of that. See if it's in your zone, which it is in our zone because we're zone 4, and you have somewhere to put it in full sun. So if all of those things match your criteria, then you can put that on your list. If you, in our area, this is perennial, but the Miss Piggy, the Bergenia. But it's hardy in our zone. It's a beautiful container plant. After the flowers die, it still stays really pretty and green. The squashes, those are a little bit harder for us. Coleus, the coleus do good here, and lettuce, of course. You can find like early morning sun and the rest of the day kind of shady, your lettuce would do so good. The zinnias and the cosmos, those are more of like, you don't get those until like into summer and into fall, so they're a lot of work. And then if we get a frost here, then we're really sad. So if you can cover them with frost cloth, then I say grow them, because they're beautiful for cut flowers and just for anything. Vegetables is kind of goes the same. I am going to speed through here. Potatoes. Did you know that sweet potato vines are what you use in containers? So they have a lot of these that are available in the plant mix and match section, which I'm going to get to here. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this, because a lot of times it's like 4 plants, or so then it tells you to look for your zone. So here's my zone. Go all the way over. So I wouldn't get a lot of this stuff until May 16th. But but then it shows you here, you know, for onions there's a different date, for all of those things different dates. So you'll get them when your zone is ready, so you don't have to worry about having to take care of them inside. But they have salsa garden. They just have a lot of cool different. So I mean, this right here would be a hard one if you don't have frost cloth, and they take up a lot of space. So not the best gardening decision for our zone. This whole thing right here, perfect for our zone. Perfect for our zone. Everything in this except for the zinnias are going to be hardy for us. But like I said, if you have a full sun spot, you just want to make sure that you have some kind of frost cover for that. These two right here, this one's going to be a pollinator, and it's also dairy resistant. These ones here are like super cold hardy. And then I have grown a new appreciation for herbs, and how much, like, just you take in a deep breath of one of those things and it is exhilarating and calming, like grounding almost. So they have all of those things. I don't think, yeah, so a lot of these will come as plants and some of them are just seeds. So you have to look and make sure you're looking at all of that. Let's see. Got all this good stuff. Okay, so that's what I was going to do. I was going to tell you about perennials that do good here for container plants. Queen Anne's lace and carpet of snow, the alyssum. Let's see, Almi Magus, which is the Queen Anne's right there. And then the begonias do really good. Bells of Ireland, that is considered a cool flower, cold hardy. And then the calendula, that is like a mum. Oh well, maybe that one's not like a mum, but I think it'll be yeah, I'm not even gonna say what I think about that because I don't know for sure. But these two right here are really good container, like small flowers that just vine and trail. So those ones are good and hardy. These ones are more of like filler flowers for bouquets, and they're more of a warm flower, so you want to be really careful. Like any of these are celosia. And then these daisies, they're called chrysanthemums. So these are mums, but they're very cold hardy, and they are so beautiful to dry, like amazing. Coleus is going to be hardy for us here. These two are good here for us. The rest is pretty. The cosmos are going to be more to the fall, and they don't do good with frost. So, and that's kind of the same thing with dahlias, cardinal climbers. These are all really good container plants. The Dusty Miller, I've seen that like live until like November. And then the Silver Falls is beautiful in containers, and it's pretty cold hardy. The 4 o'clocks are hardy and beautiful as well. And the geranium's not hardy for sure, but they do good. They do good in the heat and in the shade. And then gladiolas, if you're wanting cut flowers or just wanting some kind like a cottage garden, they're awesome. Albavinica does good here. Lantana is very cold hardy. And then Lisianthus, if you don't want roses but you want beautiful flowers that look like roses, Lisianthus is like such a good option. And I'm gonna have that in my high tunnel for cut flowers. Look at these marigolds. Those are so pretty, and marigolds are so good to keep deer, any kind of pest away. So marigolds are a must in your garden. Stay away from morning glory because they are invasive and you cannot get rid of them. Nasturtium, they are so beautiful. They trail and are such beautiful growers. And then these are some pansies right here that are cold hardy and will do here. Take a frost or two. The fountain grass. So these are the big petunias, and these are called super cals. So they're just like the teeny tiny beautiful fillers. These ones will all do really good here. Poppies are so pretty, but they're not really good for cut flowers. They will just kind of wilt and die. So, but if you keep the stem after, because they're only like a day bloomer, so they bloom for like a day and then wilt off. But drying the flower heads they're so pretty, so pretty. Then all the lavender. Oh, lavender smells so good. Anyways, like snapdragons will do good here. And the stock and the status. These are all, you know, just really cold hardy. Straw flowers are more of a fall flower that also dry beautifully, that I will be growing in my high tunnel this year. And then I think this is a butterfly bush, maybe. But these are all great for pollinators. And then sunflowers, like I said in a video before, if you want to grow sunflowers and you want to be able to cut them, you want to go with a hybrid that is pollenless, so that you don't get all of the yellow pollen. And a lot of time there's a series called the Pro Cut series, and they have some mind-blowing, beautiful sunflowers. So these are the zinnias, and they're so pretty. But these are the ones that they don't take a frost very well, and then they just, after they get a frost, they just get diseased. So these I'm going to grow in my high tunnel, but I wouldn't recommend out in Randolph, or maybe not even in Garden City. But there's some more. So the anemones, those are spring flowers that are hardy here. And then, so there's the Miss Piggy that we were looking at earlier. That's a container plant. I think it looks so pretty, and it's really good shade container plant. So I think I'm going to be ordering a couple of those for myself. But the columbine and clematis all do really good here. I've never grown the Chinese lantern, but I've heard that it's really good. It's a ground cherry, so you eat it. And then carnations do really good here. Rudbeckia does really good. Delphinium does amazing here. And these are like Pacific Giants, and then these ones are just the beautiful blue ones. The daylilies do good here. The dianthus does really good. Echinacea, all of this coneflower echinacea is amazing. Look at this right here. Holy cannoli. Then you got some ferns. I have yet to be able to grow a fern. Okay, so Rudbeckia, hellebores do amazing here, and they're early winter bloomers. Foxglove does really good here, and then the blanket flower does amazing. So these are hellebores, and then these are hellebores. Nope, not that one. These two. So those are winter hardy here. Like, they're super, super hardy here. And they have the most beautiful cut flowers. And then did you know that hibiscus, we can grow hibiscus here? I thought that was like a tropical flower, because that's, you know, you see it in Hawaii and Mexico. But yeah, like the hollyhocks do really good here. Even hydrangeas do really good. Lots of lavender. I am going to order some of this pink pampas grass that is also beautiful when you cut it and dry it. And these grasses, a lot of these grasses will do great here. I believe this is bee balm, which does good here. The lily of the valley is a shade flower, and I haven't been able to get that to grow. But lupine those are just beautiful, big, tall, cottage-looking flowers. A lot of these right through here. Let's see. Oh, you guys, phlox is like amazing, and it grows really good here. And the is that the balloon? Maybe not. But the poppies are like, oh my gosh, they do so good here. So here's more rudbeckias. Those are going to be so much hardier than our sunflowers. Because they are a perennial here, because they are more of a cool flower. So they do amazing, amazing, amazing here. Rudbeckia. Let's see. Scabiosa is more of like a warmer flower. This is scabiosa. So it's not as hardy. It's a little bit more tender. It's a tender annual. Okay, check out, let's see, what is this? Southern Charm. Verbascum. So this is the Southern Charm Verbascum. Hello. Lovely spikes loaded with beautiful florets in shades of buff, soft rose, and lavender, heavenly bloom. Aww. So yeah, so you can order the seeds or the plants. There's a lot of things in here that we can grow. And one thing that I totally recommend is Neptune's Harvest, or some kind of like fish fertilizer. Anyways, I just thought it would be interesting. There's, you know, a lot of the root vegetables that do really good here in the summer, and bulbs. Anyhow, if you guys need any suggestions or tips, or have any questions, or want to tell me something, holla back.